What we're going to be doing for like the first bit of, today's like stream, right, is that a lot of like EVO news that came out like a few like weeks ago. I mean, we talked about like the registration numbers for the main like top 8 games of EVO 2023, with Street Fighter creaming at the top of like 7,000 entrants, right? That's a shattering like big number. And then we have like Ultimate Marvel 3 at like the number 4 spot with 1,350 something entrants, right? For a game that's gonna have, being part of like a campaign by, some of the EVO staff, especially the with IFC Yipes like announcing that shit, right? Yeah, man, EVO 2023 is gonna be like a big year this year, right? And we actually got like some info on EVO. Check out the schedule for EVO 2023, including everything coming to the Friday showcase, right? So this is kind of like interesting because if I remember correctly, last year EVO did something similar like this with like the EVO like indie showcases. Like they had like a whole like Sony like panels, right, developers from across the board, indie developers and major studios, talking about their latest updates for some continued like games, right? If I remember correctly, like I remember SNK doing like a panel going over the team Awakened Orochi, which was Awakened Yashiro, Shermie, Chris, right? So pretty sure we're going to be having the similar kind of like thing on Friday, right? And EVO's like been a big year for just like big reveals, right? So let's see what we have, right? Starts at 10 a.m. and 10 a.m. Pacific. Rush over to the main stage and grab a seat for the show opening and a surprise-filled panel from our friends at Arc System Works, right? So we're pretty much going to be seeing something from Arc System Works first, right? Next, get the latest updates on Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising, starting at 10:55 a.m. Granblue Fantasy Versus, right? So we're probably going to be seeing new characters, stages, combat systems. Oh, this is just going for an overview of like Granblue Fantasy Versus, right? A preview tournament is taking place at EVO 2023 for players wanting to get their hands on an early look of the game, right? So that's cool for Granblue Fantasy Versus. Next, Arc System Works returns to the stage at 12 p.m., right? With its strong 2 seasons, dive into Guilty Gear Strive. We're probably going to be like predicting and talking about what's going to be unveiled for Guilty Gear Strive at EVO for Arc System Works. 12:30, a surprise developer takes the spotlight for an exciting announcement. We can't say who yet, but expect a first look and a special reveal for them. We can't wait to show you more once the show gets started, right? So a surprise announcement, like, what would be like a surprise developer? What sort of like crazy ass like either American or Japanese can we like actually fucking think of, right? And of course we're gonna be getting Hidden Variable Studios at 4:10, talking about Skullgirls, probably like a character dive of her. That's to be like expected. Ooh, more stuff on Acer Studios, Arrivals of Acer at 4:45. Okay, that's cool. Brush up your history brush up your EVO Ultimate Marvel 3 history at 5:20. EVO champ and holder of the most EVO championships overall, Justin Wong, through his top 5 matches on the main stage. Wow, I mean, this is gonna be obviously fucking impressive, right? Because, man, if anything... Oh god, my eyes. Seeing a lot of, like, blues and, like, whites. If anything, EVO is not but, you know, just commemorative highlights of like past like EVOs ago. And of course, Street Fighter definitely like took like some of like the topness because, you know, EVO has been historically Capcom funded and sponsored. So a lot of like highlights come from, you know, Capcom games at EVO, right? And either it was Street Fighter or it was Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Both of them were fucking titans at the highlight spot of EVOs, right? And I'm pretty goddamn jazzed about, you know, take a look at 520 in the East Coast, Chad. We're gonna be brushing you up on the EVO history, right? With Justin Wong talking to the people and talking to the audience about, you know, what made Marvel 3 so hype at the main stage, right? So that's gonna be freaking awesome. Capcom continues the Friday showcase with a developer panel by Capcom at 6, unveiled the roadmap of Street Fighter 6, with the first character, Rashid, the support had only just begun. Then soon after, Bamco, 1 hour later at 7, is going to be talking about the trailers so far and what could they like showcase and what could they like announce. And this is like an interesting one. The finale of our 2023 Friday showcase is a special Killer Instinct 10-year anniversary invitation, right? 4 of the best players from KI's history take the stage as Rico Suave, Sleep, Bass, and Nikki compete in this special exhibition. Join us as we celebrate a decade of this fan favorite title. Interesting that EVO, right, has this in their schedule roadmap, right? It's 10 years of KI, right? Right? Because Killer Instinct came out, it first got announced as like an Xbox panel at E3 in 2013. It's been 10 goddamn years since Killer Instinct 2013, right? This is where like you put on like your fucking tinfoil hats, right? And your goddamn like science like snow globe hats. That maybe there could be something for Killer Instinct related, right? There could be something from Microsoft Studios. Combo Breaker, right? Or what was it? Where's my other channel points? So definitely something ultra for there. Of course, I'm going to be seeing the KI Invitational and see the best of the best like duke it out, right? Because obviously, Killer Instinct is a fun game to watch, right? Definitely one of the most unique fighting games that came out in the past like decade, right? Combo breakers and counter breakers, a diverse roster from Killer Instinct's legacy roster, as well as new recruits, right? It's a dynamic fucking Darkstalkers clone that has garnished fan like community love, right? And we want to see more from Microsoft Studio, what else they could be like brewing, right? Instead of just like the usual like Forzas and all that shit. We want to see something cool, like a fighting game from Microsoft. And the only thing Microsoft ever had a handle in terms of like fighting game genre wise is Killer Instinct, right? But so far Microsoft has been silent on that matter. We haven't seen anything, you know, crazy for Killer Instinct, like a new one or something like that, right? So this could be like, you know, again, the tinfoil hat chance that something of a, maybe like a new KI or a new Microsoft fighting game would come out, right? And then on Friday is the first top 6 of EVO 2023, which is Mortal Kombat 11. So this is going to be like the schedule. Day 1, EVO main events. 7 to 10 or 10 p.m. to 1 will be Mortal Kombat 11. Day 2 will be top 6 of Melty Blood. From 1 to 3. Hopefully that will like finish. Right? Because again, this is like fair, right? 8 tournaments, but narrowing it down to like a top 6. It's going to be more sweaty, but you know, a lot of complaints that EVO has been getting are like these top 8s take on way too fucking long, right? Way too long. And so EVO staff mitigated the fact that like, you know, sometimes like a final stage like EVO, like Guilty Gear Strive, for example, last year, right? Tekken 7 or Street Fighter was either like Tekken 7 or Street Fighter ended like around like 9ish, but then there was like an hour like delay, and so no, what was it, 10, the Tekken 7 finals was like there until like 12, and then Guilty Gear started their top 8 at like 1 a.m. and like in the morning. So it's definitely fucking frustrating for, you know, East Coasters to be staying up and watching that shit, right? But it was a fun time, but still, it's like, we gotta go to bed, right? We gotta get back to the plane, you know? Like, we can't be having EVO, like, run these shits, you know? So this will be streamed on the EVO, like, main channel. These will be all the top 6s and the top 4s, right? Over here will be, like, from 8 to 10 will be Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, right? Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, right? Showcasing the top 4, right? And that's gonna be sleek and short, you know? Then there are other like EVO channels like EVO 2, right? Which is gonna be pools for a lot of these like different like fighting games. EVO 3, EVO 4, EVO 5, you know, all that stuff. So for our like main games, right, there's gonna be let's start off with the first one, like the first like obvious pick. I think the obvious pick would be Aki / gameplay trailer. Aki teaser / gameplay trailer would be for Street Fighter 6, right? And this is going to be like the most obvious fucking thing that we would expect to like see. We know what the roadmap is going to be like for Street Fighter 6, and it's gonna be that, right? Street Fighter, well, Capcom Street Fighter is not going to be doing like a fucking SNK like type of shit, right? Where they're going to be announcing like your seasonal like roadmap. They'll have like a Capcom like panel, and then all of a sudden SNK drops like a fucking legacy boss, right? Or a legacy character that you can do like maybe like in World Tour. Something like that, you know? Now, probably they could, right? I mean, that would be not far-fetched, right? If like Capcom is like following like some guides like with SNK, probably like they can do that, but the chances of it, I mean, nah. I mean, SNK's got like their own formula, and Capcom is not, you know. Now, let's go with the second one that will make like, you know, of course, an expected thing is Bandai Namco's Tekken 7. Tekken 7, right? What am I going to be expecting from Tekken 7, right? Of course, there's going to be like the fantastic fucking top 8, and this will also be like Tekken's like final chapter. Well, we haven't even heard of a release date for Tekken. We haven't heard of a release date, but maybe like they can do that, right? They could show off like a new character trailer and or release date for T8, because that's what I'm kind of like expecting. Maybe like, you know, let's say characters, right? Because like last time we saw like characters like being announced at an EVO was EVO Japan, right? And EVO Japan unveiled Asuka Kazama and Leroy Smith in an EVO. right? And they also announced the fucking what was it? The closed beta invitationals, right? Only for like that time specifically, they didn't announce like the closed network test, which, you know, a lot of y'all are playing right now. I mean, fuck, I wish I could play, but good luck to y'all who got into like the Capcom Tekken 8 closed network test. I've been checking my email. I could never like get mine, but here's to y'all like getting that beta code. If there's gonna be like any guest characters in the base roster like Soul Calibur style, I don't think so, because Harada said, like, I think somewhere like on a tweet or somewhere or on an interview magazine, that he's not intending to have guest characters to be in the base roster. They're going to be 100% DLC, right? Which is, you know, kind of like a little bit unfair, because, you know, we are clamoring for like some like characters to bring their showcase in Tekken 8, right? Tifa Lockhart is definitely the #1 pick in a lot of people's minds. Baki from Baki Hanya or something like Kengan Ashura vibes, you know? They could do something like big and like bold and like have like a fucking Final Fantasy character like Clive from Final Fantasy 16 be in Tekken 8. You know, something very crazy like that. Lab Zero Skullgirls, right? And that like we got a taste of like from the announcements like panel. What can we like expect is going to be like a Marie showcase is likely to be expected. I don't think they're going to be announcing raid. Like, what's the season pass for Skullgirls? What's like the roadmap? So the season 1 pass for Skullgirls kicked off with like Annie of the Stars, Digital Archimpodium. Then they unveiled Umbrella and Black Dahlia, and finally Marie of the Skullgirl like heart, right? So all of these like characters got like announced, so it's likely expected that Skullgirls would be getting a showcase for Marie. But you know what they could do? Let's change it to a 2 gift sub, because plus they could do like a season 2 of Skullgirls, right? After like season 1, they could possibly like do that, right? Because, you know, Skullgirls got featured at EVO of 2022 last year, and there was still like a pretty good hurrah huzzah for Skullgirls fans, right? It would be, you know, a kind of like a pleasing thing to have like a season 2, right? So we can put that as like 1 to 2 gift subs. King of Fighters, right? The most guaranteed thing that they're going to be doing for King of Fighters is a Nodge showcase, because we already got the trailer for Nodge like I think like a week ago. Yeah, Nodge like got like a character trailer a week ago, showing off like pretty much like the same like girl from KOF 15. Sam Show like new character DLC. Oh boy, Fatal Fury. Right, they could be like doing that, because last year, right, EVO SNK unveiled the what was it? The poster for the new Garo game. Everybody got super hyped. It's in greenlit project development. Oh man, Darkstalkers. Okay, we'll save that, right? Because there is like let's put that like over here, like mystery announcement. But for real, we're gonna be checking Nod Showcase, Sam Show rollback update. That will be likely expected, right? We got like what? The second beta test for the rollback update. I haven't heard anything much from that rollback update. Or more like it didn't like come out yet. When is it supposed to come out? Right, when is that Sam Show rollback update? They said it was like July or like something, right? Or am I like missing something? Late to like summer. Yeah, late summer. So most probably, right, I'm expecting, right, Project L, right, from Riot. Surprising like thing, even though we already got like a huge ass update from Riot, right? Even though Riot would be like the polar opposite of like what you expect, right? Because their shtick is about oh shit, the sound. Sorry. Their whole main MO games are League of Legends and Valorant, right? So this would be like the polar opposite of what we like expect from like a mystery announcement. Oh, what else could be like a mystery fucking announcement? Capcom later like tweeted out Shinobi 602, so like in the same levels as like a Nibelian or like a Wario 64. Capcom plans to release an unannounced game by March 2024 that expects to sell millions, right? So we could put that there, like Capcom mystery game. From like the tweet, a lot of people have been like, you know, expecting this game to be Monster Hunter, right? Because what else would be like, you know, the Sir title of it to be selling like millions, right? Capcom has been, you know, super good in terms of finances because of the sales from Resident Evil being at the #1 in the charts right now, and Monster Hunter closely behind at second, right? People love those two games to death, right? Resident Evil for like the scares and like, you know, the gosh darn like, you know, fun factor of like the characters, and Monster Hunter being like, you know, if you're not a fan of like fighting games, this like actiony JRPG is your cup of tea, right? But what I am like thinking from this Capcom like announcement, you know, Capcom presents something like that. Capcom presents Marvel vs. Capcom 4, an MVC2 like remaster or like an HD collection of the Versus games outside of Arcade 1-Up for modern day consoles, PS5, Xbox, Steam. Something along those lines. That would be like 5 gift subs. Microsoft could be one of them. Microsoft could be like one of them. That would be on the same vein as like 5 gift subs. But this is what I would think as like a mystery announcement. If you got like other like stuff to like say, yeah, we could also include that, like an a la like what was it, a KI2 from Microsoft. A KI2 would be like super fucking dope. Darkstalkers would be like hella dope like as well. So let's see like what happens, right? All right, who would be like the other expected one, right? Let's do like Capcom again for Ultimate MVC3. Nothing much. And the wish fulfillment would be like, you know, a Marvel 4 would get like announced, right? 10 gift subs would be like, I'm betting it all on the line, right? Marvel 4 would be like, you know, some fucking Doctor Strange 1 in 14 million chance, right? So for NetherRealm Mortal Kombat, right? I mean, highly likelihood we're gonna be getting like new characters, right? We already got like a huge ass update from Mortal Kombat via San Diego Comic-Con, and there's gonna be a high likelihood chance that maybe like before or after EVO, there's going to be a combat cast showcasing the new characters, right? They did one last time after the Lin Kuei update. After the Lin Kuei update, and you know, the combat cast crew going over Johnny Cage, Sub-Zero, etc., etc. Although it is Mortal Kombat, it is NetherRealm, this is the very low likelihood that they could announce something there, because Mortal Kombat historically has never announced anything in EVO Fighting Game Championships, right? They've always revealed in either a big gaming collaboration like Jeff Keighley's Summer Fuckfest, or E3 or like a San Diego Comic-Con, right? Either of like those three. So there's a very low likelihood that NetherRealm could announce something at EVO, but you know, I could be like, you know, fooled, right? They could announce something because Mortal Kombat 11, as the EVO website said, is their final chapter. So we could see like a new character's trailer, because the game will be like coming out in September. We're T-minus like almost 1 month away. We're 1 month away from a new Mortal Kombat game. Strive already finished their DLC, right? Their Season 2 DLC. We finished it off with Asuka, so they could most likely do like a Season 3 pass. They could do like a Season 3 pass, right? The game's still being played to this day, despite, you know, the internal issues that go on with Guilty Gear Strive, like the hacking issues and like, you know, the state of the game that like as it is, you know, now. I haven't checked like what the patch notes are after Asuka. Current state of the meta is, you know, it's what it is, right? Probably, you know, Happy Chaos will be replaced by Asuka, who knows? But a Season 3 pass will be likely expected. You know, I still want Johnny, right? But I'm not gonna put like personal votes in like the prediction list, right? Or like bet, I mean it's a bet, but I still want like Johnny or Slayer, Cliff Anderson, regardless of what people will say like in the comments, because this is going to be like YouTube related or anything like that. I still want cool characters to be in Guilty Gear Strive, right? I mean, the last cool character that I played was Sin Kisuke, and he was a fun boy. But after that, or like before that, I just had no interest. I had no interest in Bridget. A lot of people in my friends group are hella down for Bridget, but I'm not a Bridget fan. Bedman, I'm not down on Bedman. I'm not down on that man, Asuka. So I had like no interest for any of those like characters, right? Except for like Sin. So I want like Strive to give me like a cool fucking character, please, right? Give me a reason to come back into Guilty Gear Strive, because that's the stand. Right now, I'm not playing it anymore. GB versus Rising. Like, I think like the biggest thing they'll do for GB versus Rising is probably new characters. New characters, something like that. Probably like, what's that gonna be? You know, 1 gift sub? 1 per each? Yeah, Dragon Ball Fighters. Oh yeah, let's put that down. Yeah, like Dragon Ball Fighters. Dragon Ball Fighters, right? It's, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with that, like that tournament. Just probably rollback update. What else, right? What else can we expect to like see? ASW. I think we pretty much like hit the nail in the bud for like everything, right? Because like the main like big game. Oh! DNF Duel. Right, I forgot, like that game still like exists, right? And I didn't try out like the Spectre update, but I heard like Spectre was really cool. From a lot of people that like did it, that tried her out. So it was cool to see that like people coming back for DNF Duel. So maybe they could announce like their second character season pass. Season pass, maybe? Oh yeah, that's right, Melty Blood, right? Would they announce anything for Melty Blood? I mean, we'll still like put that there. Melty Blood, probably new character? Or / new season pass? / something along those lines. Like maybe. But yeah, I think we like completed like this list, and this is gonna be what we're gonna be seeing for EVO in 2023, right? And of course, again, all of these like gift subs will be paid out in due time. Once I like get money in from like my job and everything, right? And it's a fun fighting game, but hey, who knows? It could be like a big fucking surprise.